Alright, so this is one of the things I found someone else do that I thought would be pretty fun to do myself. It's a female body visualizer. You can switch to male. Fuck the guys, white cis scum, you know what I mean. But I thought this would be a nice thing to be able to visualize, maybe feel a bond, because I've always been wondering, do I have a healthy body after all, for my own self? Does it look like what I look like, or am I a mutant? Because whenever I go to the doctor, they always give me this sick, disgusting look that besides hurting my feelings. Actually, I'm gonna go off in a bit of a tantrum here. Am I the only one that goes to like dentists and feels a good connection with the dentist when they put their hands on my mouth? I really like that feeling when they pull their hand out of my mouth and I feel a saliva fiber kind of like snap away, and I hope it got onto his skin too, because a bit of me's on them. That's always something I hold dearly. Anyway, we're back to the body visualizer here, and you can just do some interesting stuff. Like, if I want to change the woman's height to this, you get Brienne of Tarth over here. Except she does not have breasts that large. She's also a bit heavier, so we're going to increase the chest. Alright, no, alright, nope, not that thin. Oh god, we've got an alien here now. Literally thin as a board. Looks like a Cuban after they came over the sea, after they got escaped or exiled by Fidel Castro. Also kind of looks like a Holocaust camp survivor. We don't need to go into there. The chest can go back. I guess the weight should increase then. Here we go. That's more Brienne of Tarth, I think, from what I've learned from Game of Thrones, yes. I think that's her exactly. As you can see, she really is something that fits her. Though her color is off. We should pick a more human color to make it more relatable. Yeah, I think human color. Let's go with the skin tone, obviously, for the cis male. I think that's about right. Alright, we're going bit off the line here, but that should be fine. So that's Brienne of Tarth. Pretty beautiful, and you can remember you cannot judge beauty by their looks, it's only what's inside. Now as you look at this person, I'd like to remind you that all women are beautiful no matter how they look, even if their thighs are fused together below their vaginal canal. Also, this is the arrow of health. That's what you see right there. And let's just look at this face here as we change the hips. See, it becomes from possibly similar to an ape to an old lady. A very interesting change here. Then as we change the waist, a real magical thing happens from ape woman to a man. Interesting how the waist can change your face so much. Then the chest, actually no, this is definitely more of an ape. You can see the flat nose at the top that a gorilla would have. The pulled back head, something similar to the crystal skull from Indiana Jones. And just the fact it looks like a fucking alien. Alright, then we're going to change the weight on this one to... Oh god, that's going to give me nightmares. Yep. Fun fact, when I was a little kid, I used to have a terrible fear of aliens. I stayed up late at night thinking they would come. And this is just going to reawaken that. Holy shit. Fuck me. There was this one night I was in my room and I was sure they were going to come and get me that night. And then I saw it. There was my room had a big window that I faced. And I saw a spotlight far away. And it just literally started coming towards me. I was fucking terrified. I could not move. I was past the point that I would piss myself. Luckily, it never actually came. I just jumped past it. But fuck, if I had a knife, I would have taken my own life that night before it got to me. And then as the spotlight came, it was a fucking helicopter. Holy shit, I was scared that night. That was not a good night for me. Not a good night for me at all. And, ooh, that is not a good face. Yeah. The nipples are a nice touch, though, how they're now these pointy, rectangular pentagons. That's something nice. And you see the hips here really show that this person definitely has an eating disorder. We change the inseam here to really visualize what the alien would look like as they become a penguin slowly. And let's increase the hips there. That's a bit of a penguin. The weight, definitely... Oh, God, no. Nope, don't... Maybe I'm wrong, actually, here. The chest, here we go. Hips... And inseam, no. Exercise, no, we're gonna keep the exercise, but this is a short person, so now we can reduce the chest and the weight. And now this is interesting. You see, this is when you don't skip leg day, and this is what you get. So you can see a bit of a tail coming in from behind here. That's about to grow as the butt cheeks just kind of flab on the end. Quite a beautiful species here. Remember that beauty is just what culture has made. There was no such thing as true beauty. It's all on the inside. Unless you got a fucking nose like that. Holy shit, that just comes out. It kind of looks like she has hair, but no, that's just her flattened skull that's been deflated. Yeah, if we find anyone like this, I understand why the Spartans kicked the babies off the cliff. Alright, so we're gonna switch to male now. The cis scum. Let's make sure he's white. Cis scum. There we go. Now we can bully him as much as we want with absolutely no repercussions. Alright, height. No, we're gonna go low on this one. Maximum weight. This is what we're going for. Buddha here. Let's start rubbing that head. I think Buddha wasn't that color. I heard Buddha was more of like a purple. Yeah, that's my favorite color right there. Buddha. As you can see, we're starting to get a bit of an outline of a dick here. Luckily, it's a very what would it be, polygonal dick, so it doesn't really count. Back to the ape face, the waist. Oof, look at that dick. We're about to get the dick here. Oh, look at that. See, that's a dick right there, if I know what I mean. It's actually literally looks more like a vagina than the woman had. This is how you get a vagina as a man. The inseam, lift that up. Now that is sexy. Whew, that is gonna turn me off the path of main woman to forget woman altogether. Look at this. You see how the back of the skull just hangs backward? That is a sign of a healthy spine. The fact that his spine is only about 2 feet tall is just something beautiful. Look at that dick. It just hangs out where his belly button should be. Something amazing. And the weight, we can increase the weight here. Oh god. When he gets tiny, he's once again become an alien with huge legs. Waist. Oh yeah, look at that. See, that's how you get it. You see, he kind of has like a dinner plate there. He can like rest of food there. He doesn't need a cup holder anymore. When he wants to put something down, he doesn't need a table. He just puts it on his chest. That even is his chest. What part of his body is that? Can we identify where that came from? I think that's his hip. He now has a uniform circular disc hip. This is the first one ever. As you can see, he kind of looks like the upper half of a body was cut off and he's starting to slide back. Like if you ever seen some of those old movies where they, like Underworld, where they cut someone and they think they're still fine and then they slowly start to fall apart. This is what kind of looks like what happens here. Or a statue that got really assaulted. Now we can change the height in that to see, oh shit, that looks like my neighbor. That's actually quite disturbing. I did not think that could ever happen. Look at that face. That is the face that wishes to scream but has no mouth. Something definitely, oh god, it got huge now, and we're gonna put the height back down. You see, you lose the chance of the disc when your weight is that much. You want the disc, but you do get the backboner here. That's more of a circular shape here. As you see, you got the 4 clovers. And as you're looking down, you more have like the shoulder pads here. Quite a protected guy. I'm saying if I ever saw this guy playing football, I would surrender myself. With the inseam, lower that back down. We don't need exercise. That waist, here we go. Here we go. This is a man. This is what I call a man. We can lower that too. And you see here now we have someone that's just starving. So now we can relane the inseam. Ooh, as you can see, the organs now become jumbled up inside him. Truly magnificent. This is what we were going for all along. I just didn't know it. Once again, he seems to be bloated from the top. If you ever seen Psycho-Pass, when what would it be? Their little gun. It's called something. I don't really remember, which is a real shame. But when it's on execution mode, when they have a Psycho-Pass higher than level 300, and they kind of like blow before they're about to go, this is kind of what it looks like. They and then they explode. That's how I picture this, but as he's a male, it's disgusting. I like how his feet are so thin, he never needs to wear skates. He just goes on the skating rink and he digs into the ice with his own bone. Like, look at that. You can literally see through his leg there. It can be taken off by a heavy breeze. Something truly beautiful. Look at that. The hips just makes the neck way higher. And it looks like he just got punched in the stomach real hard. That's where all his organs went right there. You can see the crater hole. And now we're going to change back the weight. Nah, I like the weight low. The weight low is how I like my men. Here we go. Inseam's now lower. Exercise. Oh, there we go. That's the dance. That's what I'm looking for. That's the beauty right here. Oh yeah, you can just, oof, kind of almost close to a twerk. If you really think about it, almost close to a twerk. Reset the measurements and whoa, that is called puberty right there. You can start off as like a little child, horrified and all. A little fat boy, maybe, you know, something's really screwed up with you. Let's change the height back up here. All right, waist, chest, and now we're gonna lower the hips. I've done this before, all right? I've done this before. Now the height's gonna go down. There, and, ooh, that is a penguin if I've ever seen one. And now we're gonna begin puberty again. Remember this? This is puberty. The hormones are about to kick in, and bam! Wow, isn't puberty an amazing thing? It's truly something beautiful. And for the female, we don't want to leave them out of such a beautiful thing we've witnessed today. Chest, boom, bam. Here we go. Oh, look at that. Yep, that is something you see on some creepypasta shit. I like how it has a second face. See the eyes there, the angry nose, the frown. It's coming for you tonight. Yeah, that's gonna give me nightmares. Honestly, that's bringing back like old horrors from when I was a kid and had that weird phobia. Like, oof, something is coming out there. Anyway, let's lower that in. We're gonna keep it up. And now we're gonna hit puberty, and a woman is born, but she's kind of short. Let's make her tall because we can. Look at that. And if you want to know what the healthy human body is, check it out yourself. But I think I showed a pretty good argument of what you need to do to be healthy. Someone is happy, and someone is going to live forever.